Well, it's Thursday morning, about 10:20. I'm headed to drop off most of the restaurant knives I picked up yesterday and the one set of household knives. And in the afternoon, I got a doctor's appointment at 2:30 with the oncology doctor. And around 3:30, I got to pick up some more restaurant knives. And then I'm going to dinner with my buddy Low Tide Tim. We're going to eat some Italian food someplace. Several of my YouTubers have asked how my health is. Well, we'll get to that in the next segment. Right now, we're knocking along like Doc Holliday told Wyatt Earp in Tombstone. I'm right as rain. Stand by. My buddy, he rides with me every day right there. Sometimes he puts his head over here on this cushion thing. Most of the time he rides right there. Has to go every day. Jumps up and down like a frog in the water. It says, gets right in my way when I try to put my socks on. He knows I'm going out. He's a funny dog, boy, I tell you. Well, there's the RC unit. There's the little junior thing, the pod. That's what the pod was connected to. They slip on the back of your head. I haven't tried those. That's the 9-inch coil. That's the 11-inch coil. And that's the rod that comes with it. And these are the headphones that I got. I opted for a different set of headphones. I got the WS6 which are excellent phones. Comfortable, easy on your ears. And there's the antenna wire that I haven't used yet. But I see it coming in my future. Deus II, who would ever believe it? But I can tell you one thing. That's a cool ticket right there, boy. That may be my detector of choice. I'm going back to the 9-inch coil. I just paired it with this thing right here. My buddy Thomas says, no, you should have a slot for as many coils as you want. Sure enough, there was a slot for 2. I had to do is put the number in and it paired right to it. Easier than I was expecting. I don't know what to think about this heater yet, but the few results I've had with it, I'm impressed. Now this baby right here, I want to put it in the garage for a month or so till summer gets here. The good thing about these coils, when you buy them from Deus, you get an extra shaft. I mean, not an extra shaft, but each coil comes with its own shaft. If you had a Mind Lab, you bought a coil, you didn't get no extra shafts. You had to buy the damn shaft separately. You got one coil bolt and nut. I don't know where the other one is, but when you get this, you get a spare bolt and nut for each coil. So I have 3. No, what I have 2. I have 2. And I have some more coming I bought from another guy just for spares. I like to change these frequently. The damn salt and sand is bad on them. And that's what worries me about this baby right here. Everybody I talk to that I know has one, they have had some problem with the salt in the waves. Like where I was yesterday, the waves crashing on it. But from what I saw yesterday, what I saw on the street yesterday, going to my parking spot, I wouldn't be surprised if my trips to the land of Nod are limited. I did not like anything I saw down there yesterday as I was driving to my parking spot. It's just unbelievable, the people down there. I mean, the types of people on Atlantic Avenue. I don't ever go on Atlantic Avenue. I always go on Pacific Avenue, which is parallel, but it's a block over. Man, I'm telling you, I can't believe some of the things I saw yesterday. That's another story. I'll get back to you. And we're going to do another discussion here in a second or two on health. A lot of my YouTubers are saying, how's your health? Well, you know, I had some issues with prostate cancer. And I'm not the youngest guy in the world, but we'll do another video and I'll fill you all in. Something else you never got from Mind Lab. You never got a spare bolt, nut, and washer for your coil. You get one each spares. I got the same setup for the 9-inch coil as I got for this one. The salt works on these things bad, or at least it did on the Mind Lab ones. I'm sure it'll be the same situation with this. But at least you got a brand new spare with you or at home. I take mine to the shaft. That's a nice feature too. This Deus is becoming a very interesting machine. It's Friday morning. I finally added the antenna wire. I didn't do it like everybody else. I didn't drill no holes and I didn't wrap it around like a spiral around the outside. This is temporary rig. I've got a carbon fiber shaft coming from Scott. It's got the holes already drilled in it. I just mounted the clip thing to the coil, put the rubber band thing on it, and added a wire tie. I think Calabash said put a wire tie on it. Somebody said it. Maybe it's other relic detectors, I don't know. So I'll run it straight up here like this. I'll run it around there. I'll run it right through there. I coiled it up there. And somebody said you don't have to connect it to the Deus. I mean, you can just get it close. I don't know that yet, but I'm going to give it a try. If that works, I'll be okay. I coiled the wire up right there. This goes in my pocket along with the wire. I'll show you in a second. But I hope that works just close to it like that. That's what somebody said. But that's just what somebody said. Who knows how that's going to work. That'll be the next phase of this Deus. So here we go. There it is, there it is. It comes around there, hooks on there, and slides into my pocket right there. This is just like I used it the other day in my pocket. I just didn't have the antenna wire on. I want to see what the target is. I just reach in my pocket, and voila. I look at it. Sort of like hunting with the X-Cow ear tones. But I did that for a long, long time. I don't have any trouble not seeing the numbers. And we'll have to give her a spin here. We won't go today. Tide's low right now, and we're doing other things today. We got knives and crap. Tomorrow we're at the farmer's market from 9 to noon. We won't both go tomorrow. In the water I'm talking about. And like I said, I don't hunt in dry sand, so I ain't going down there to mess with that. So it'll be Sunday morning for the spin on the bay in the water. Stand by. Okay, for you YouTubers that are asking about my health, I'll be 79 in a couple of weeks. As far as I know at this moment, my health is maybe better than it's ever been. I had a doctor's appointment yesterday with the oncology doctor. My PSA has been going down, 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 down. Yesterday it was 0.014. which is undetectable, according to him. I take a fancy drug called Zytiga every morning. I have to take that through November, 1,000 milligrams a day. I take a hormone shot every 3 months. I got one more of those to go. The radiation was 9 weeks, but that was a long time ago. I guess I'm okay. That's what they tell me anyway. Blood pressure was 120/70. Doctor said, "Damn, you're 18 years old again." I said, "Yeah, I am, in some instances." But I guess I was lucky, you know. The radiation didn't bother me, and this Zytiga pill doesn't bother me. The hormone shots, the first one I didn't have any effect from. The second and third and fourth, I had some hot flashes. Not bad, but I had some. Some of my buddies really suffered bad from hormones. I mean, from the shot. With hot flashes, I should say. I don't know what, I just got this one yesterday, so I don't know how I'll be affected by it. But like I said, I only got one more of them boys left. What else we got? I don't know. I think that's probably it. But I guess at my age, you never know, you know. I did ask the doctor yesterday. I says, "You say it's undetectable and my health is good and everything looks okay according to you. What does that mean 5 years down the road?" He says, "You'll be fine." I had always had problems with my prostate in the last 10 years, you know. And that's one reason I didn't go to NADA much last year, because of the radiation and the prostate, because you have to pee every 90 minutes, sometimes 2 hours you can get by with. That's how you found out you have prostate cancer. Your PSA numbers go up and up. My doctor said, "Wait a minute, it's kind of high. We need to get you checked out." So he sends me over to a urologist, and she does the wave, and she said, "Oh, there it is." I said, "There, what is?" He says, "That's a cancer right there." We're gonna do a biopsy on it. I said, "Okay." So I told my family doctor, I said, "Well, we got it." He said, "Well, my father had it, and he's okay. He's lived 10 years with it. But we're not going to do the biopsy right now. We're going to do an MRI." He says, "The MRI will give us more information, and we know more what we're dealing with." So we do an MRI. Comes back, shows it on the left-hand side, shows where it is, what size it is, etc., etc. Everything else looks okay. We go in, we do the biopsy. Now we know where it is, so they do 12 samples, and they do a couple extra samples right there where the cancer is located. Well, then you come back, you get a Gleason score. Mine was, I had 19, 2 8s, no, 19, an 8, and 2 7s, or 19, 2 8s, and a 7. Well, the 7's not too bad. The 8's kind of bad. The 9's not good at all. So then I go to see this oncology doctor for the first time. Well, I'm going back to the urology doctor. And he said, "Well, we're going to do radiation. We're going to do that." Well, 3 or 4 of my buddies, apparently, prostate cancer is kind of popular around here. And they said, "No, you need to throw that guy in the trash can and go to Virginia Oncology and talk to a guy named Mark Fleming, oncology doctor." So I got my doctor to make an appointment. I sail over there and see him. He says, "Oh, we take the 7s and the 8s and the 9s, and we come up with a score, Gleason score of 8. He says, "I think your outlook is good." This was, 8 or 9 months ago. So that's when the radiation. Well, he said, I ain't much on MRIs. He said, "They're good, but they're not as good as a PET scan. So now we're going to do a PET scan." He said, "Sometimes them cancers will spread to your lymph nodes minutely, and the PET scan will pick up every little cancer anywhere in your whole body." Well, there we go. PET scan comes back, cancer in the prostate where it was before, what she saw in the MRI. And then we have some minute cancer in both lymph nodes, what do you call them, pelvic lymph nodes. So that gives us an idea where the radiation has to go. So then we do 9 weeks of radiation on the prostate and the 2 lymph nodes. And that's where we are. As he said yesterday, you're okay. I guess no one actually ever knows about that, but I'm going to take his opinion and I'm going with it. So we have some more spins in the land of Nana. Unfortunately, we have a lot more damn knives because my damn knife business it's mushroomed into a full-time job almost. I ain't complaining. I got plenty of ammo in my pocket. I just don't have much time to do some other things that I like to do. That's it. I'm going to call this the, you remember 4 or 5 months ago when I first got the, what do you call that thing? The Manicore. I did a video called The Manicore and Me. I went through some of this same crap, you know. I didn't know as much then as I know now. Anyway, we're going to do this video. This is going to be the XP Deus and Me. Stand by. I'll see you guys later. Well, I got a short update. Just a few minutes ago, the UPS guy sailed in the door with my a little puck rubber mounted doodad thing. That's a better package, I think. So I got the antenna wire taped right there where the little external plug for the headphone wire is. I got it taped on there like that. And we're going to give her a try like that. And like I said, I have no idea this will work, but somebody said if you could just get the antenna close to it, it will work. Well, it's plenty close, but I ain't sure about the working part yet. Stand by.